and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Kingdom Cast proudly presents to you WWE Tag Team Champions of the World. That's your boy, 567. Robert Rich Sanity. 2 words for you. No, okay. Anyway, what up? What up? What up? It's Saturday morning. We got Saturday night main event tonight. Mm-hmm. Where is my ticker? Where's my ticker at? Wait a minute. There it go. Anyway, Saturday night main event tonight. So let's start it off. Let's recap last week. We didn't do a show last week. Long week. You know what I'm saying?
Long week.
What was your highlights from Raw last week?
Last week? Man, what even happened last week? Do I remember? We had
Is that Jay versus Braun Breaker?
Yes. Yeah, I think the highlight for me was CM Punk's return. Because it made it official that he's going to be in Saturday night main event, which I'm always down for, watching CM Punk wrestle. So his return was a big highlight for me. Lyra and Becky's feud has been really good, surprisingly good to me.
Yeah.
So that's been a highlight for me.
Shout out to Zoe Stark, man. Get well soon.
Yeah. Oh, man. When I seen the replay of that, golly, you just can't help but start rubbing your knee. You know what I'm saying?
I was folding clothes, and then I was paying attention. You know, the TV's on. You're paying attention, but you're not watching.
Yeah.
And I heard Michael Cole say, "Yeah, she's injured." But when I looked at the TV, the camera shot was in the crowd, so I was like, "Oh, it must be bad."
Oh yeah, it's real. Yeah.
Because when they pan away and start showing the crowd and stuff, that means something serious is going on in the ring. So
yeah, that's not to be shown on camera.
It looked like either Kyrie didn't turn around enough, or she wasn't in the proper spot, or Zoe went too fast on the springboard.
I think she just landed funny. Because wasn't it like a drop kick?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a drop kick, but she was short because I think she went too early. I don't think that Kyrie was like completely because it looked like the spot where she was going to bounce. Rhea was off the other side, so it looked like she was going to bounce off the ropes and then kick Rhea off or do a dive or whatever.
Or something.
And it looked like that. But in the middle of her turning around, it looked like Zoe Stark was supposed to springboard. Sort of like Shelton Benjamin, just a missile drop kick, springboard missile drop kick off the ropes or whatever. But it looked like just the timing of it was just...
It wasn't right.
Off. Yeah. So, shout out to Zoe Stark, man. Get well soon. You had to see that happen, of course.
Honestly, it might be like it's been kind of a rough year for her, I feel like, because you had the Pure Fusion Collective, both faction members... released from WWE, and nothing that she's been working on recently has been like getting over or anything like that. She's not getting too much TV time, you know what I'm saying? So, and now this injury, I think it's been a little rough for her. So hopefully things turn around for her pretty soon.
Okay, and here's a segue. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
There was I want to say who said it. I want to say it was Natalia. But don't quote me. Or Natty Hart. They should start an all women's show. They have enough women to do an all women's show.
Like weekly? You're not just talking about a PLE. You're talking about weekly show.
Yeah, damn near. They do. I don't know if it would roll because. I enjoy women's wrestling most of the time. But I don't know if I would watch an all women's show. Maybe that's I don't know.
I think they're okay. So I think you would be able to, especially. I think an all women's WWE show would be like any other show in that like the great parts are probably going to be great and the mid carders are probably going to be pretty good, put in good work, and then the lower card is going to be boring. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You got so much talent, though. You got because NXT is full of women. It's a nice. It's not just like it's just Stacy Keibler and Sunny.
We're not in the Divas era anymore.
You know what I'm saying? That one girl, one chick. I'm sorry, I apologize, ladies. It's not like it's just one girl holding it down. It's plenty of females holding it down. That's doing good. Putting in good work.
Okay, that's fine. But then, so if we're sticking with the brand thing, let's say we make a whole new brand and we call it Evolution, just as an example. Okay, this Evolution brand. What talent? True. I was thinking of the pay-per-view that they put on, but they literally do that. Okay. Anyway, what talent are you taking from Raw and SmackDown to put on Evolution? Are you taking Bianca off of SmackDown to put on Evolution? That means no more Bianca on SmackDown, right? Are you taking Rhea Ripley from Raw and putting her on this women's only show? Or are you going to make her work twice a week? I mean, you can do that, but it seems like this era that we're in with Triple H, he's trying to get the work rate down to keep wrestlers healthy longer. And a new women's exclusive show is either going to increase the work rate of women, or it's going to take some of the best talent from other shows and put it on this show. Which I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's something that's going to be happening.
You couldn't do it just for all women. You couldn't take all the women out and just put them all in one show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so.
I mean, because you would still have the same problem of certain people not getting any work. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not doing anything because it's only a 2-hour show. You know what I'm saying?
And also, I bet you like that women's show would probably do okay. I could see it doing like NXT numbers, but it's not going to be doing Raw numbers. I don't think.
No.
Right? Especially not right away.
It would probably do Collision numbers.
Maybe. I don't know.
I was trying to take a shot, Rob.
Anyway, the top stars are going to be working on the top show, and right now that's Raw, and if it's not Raw, it's SmackDown. And so if you take your top superstars and put them on the lower rated show, like that's not going to make them happy. They want to be on the biggest and best shows.
You just got to find that balance of the ratio and putting them, because women are hot right now. I mean, no pun intended. Women are.
They've always been okay.
Yeah. But women, it's a lot of buzz around the females.
Women's
you got
wrestling,
Rhea, you got Bianca, you got Tiffany, you got the new girl that just came in,
Stephanie
Perez. You still got Jada Parker down at NXT, Lash Legend down at NXT. You got the LFG show. They just got a new girl. I like the Xena girl and the black girl that won. I can't think of her name right now. I can't think of her name right now, but they got some interesting talent coming up.
Yeah.
And have you seen Brock Lesnar's daughter?
I have. I've seen a lot of but like she just like every time I see her, I feel like it's whatever her name is. Brock Lesnar's daughter just won the shot put championship again. Like it feels like every year.
She looks just like Brock. Imagine Brock with a long blonde wig.
With like pigtails. Literally. I thought it was a joke at first, honestly. When I first seen her photo, like years ago, I was like, this is like a Photoshop, right? Because this is literally just Brock Lesnar with pigtails. But no, that's what she really looks like.
Yeah, that's what she really looks like. Okay, back to the show. Then we got Jay versus Braun. Okay, and I'm doubling down on my theory that they're trying to justify giving Jay the championship.
And I think they're doing an okay job at it.
An okay job? I think he's put up some great matches 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, but they're still like
tonight.
Yes, I still think like okay, hypothetically speaking, if during Saturday night's main event, right? Instead of doing Logan versus Jay, they did Seth versus Jay. I think I still expect Seth to win that match 9 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like. But they are increasing Jay's importance. He's putting on great matches. He's winning great matches. He's He's shown what kind of wrestler he really is. He put on a great match with Seth. So they're heading in the right direction. I think they still got a little ways to go though before he's like on that Seth Gunther level where you respect him as the prestige that he has as a champion. To me,
well, the way it's lined up right now, he did Seth, he just did Braun Breaker. They're lining up Logan Paul and a potential Gunther rematch at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
those are all strong. Even I know Logan Paul is. We'll talk about the Logan Paul.
He's a strong contender. He's a strong
contender. Those are all loaded up, strong contenders. And then, well, actually, if you get through Gunther, then eventually you're going to have to see Seth. And we haven't even talked about the Money in the Bank. Who does the Money in the Bank go after? Because who wins that? It's something we'll get down to later on, but that's a whole nother factor too. But they're lining him up to look he's looking very, very strong. And then they do a lot of I don't really know if I like this though. They do a lot of, you're doing a great job. I don't know what that was, but turn that off.
It's a lawnmower. Hold
up. He's getting a lot of, you're great, Jay. You're really good. You deserve this type of promos. I don't know if I like those though, because it makes him look. I know he went through a lot of stuff because the fans were like, "Well, he just got a great entrance, and he's because he's over. You're doing this, and now they're trying to prove that he deserves it." But doing the shucks promos, I don't like.
It's patronizing. You feel like?
Yes. Because if you've been a wrestling fan for the last 20 years, you've seen Jey Uso grow from where he's been. Jey Uso and Roman kind of carried the pandemic era. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a little bit. It's a little overboard with the promos. I understand the matches.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're pretty good, Jay. Promos in the back are just I don't like it.
Listen,
you wouldn't do that for anybody else.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't do that for Seth, certainly, right? Because it's evident that he's like a great champion.
Right. You wouldn't do it for Roman Punk. You wouldn't do it for nobody else but
Jay. I mean,
the first time guy.
Listen, okay. So, but I think that's a key part of it, right? They're putting him over, which is like standard business practice, and it is his first world championship. You know what I'm saying? Ever in any sort of promotion ever. Like even with Cody, he's won world championships in other promotions. You know what I'm saying? Roman, during his latest run, that wasn't his first time as champion. It wasn't Seth's first time as champion. It was Gunther's first, well, no, not even. He's been world champion it was in NXT UK. But with Jay, this is literally, I think, his first world title in any promotion ever. So they're just trying to put him over. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially this early in the run. I think once we get to like, if this run does go pretty deep, I think after Money in the Bank, we'll start to see like those, we know you're a world champion and you're at the top of the food chain and blah, blah, blah. These kind of promos, I think they'll come to a stop.
Yeah. What else from Raw that we need to touch on? That was important. Qualifying. So we got Rhea Ripley and the Money in the Bank, and we got
Alexa Bliss is in.
Alexa Bliss. Who else is? The men's hasn't started yet.
Mm-mm.
So it's just Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley.
No.
Rhea Ripley so far.
Last night, LA Knight qualified.
Okay, so they just started the men then, because they didn't have the men last week. Okay, so we got LA Knight in. Who else? Who else is in on the men so far?
You know what? I can just look it up. Give me like 2 seconds. We can just look that boy up. Okay, this dude. Every time I say that, this dude.
I do that to my kids. They hate it.
I know. That is such a dad thing to do.
Yeah, it is. You just fall into it naturally. I got bad jokes and everything. So Raw was pretty good. We had SmackDown last night.
Yeah, which was really good.
I was at main event with my daughter because she's going to the 6th grade.
Ooh.
So we were celebrating their middle school. So I seen the highlights of SmackDown. I did not watch the whole SmackDown. So I'm flying blind on this one. Let me know. Flying blind.
Flying blind.
I think he just had a birthday the other day too.
Okay, so for the men's Money in the Bank so far, we've got Solo and LA Knight so far.
Okay.
And then for the women, we have Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne qualified, and Julia qualified.
Okay. Shaping up nicely.
Is
Bianca going to be back?
Bianca's coming back next week. She returns.
Okay.
Because they're in Tennessee, and that's her
that's her home state. Yeah. So she either gonna do something good or she's gonna get beat down.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know how that goes.
One of those two.
So how was SmackDown last night? Walk me through SmackDown from last night.
SmackDown was really good. Let's see. We had Jacob Fatu and Solo still kind of beefing over. I think they're calling him JC Mateo, not Jeff Cobb. They're calling him JC Mateo. They're kind of feuding over how he fits.
I just want to say I do not like. I don't think that's a great name at all. JC Mateo.
JC Mateo.
Yeah, he sounds like a boy band or something. He sounds like a Menudo.
Yeah. I don't know where they get this name from, but maybe
Jeff
it makes
Cobb
sense.
Menudo or Jeff Cobb Mateo. It's like they kind of threw it. They're trying to make him look Samoan, I guess.
Maybe that could be what it is. But anyway, they're still talking about how he fits in, and Jacob doesn't want their help because they did help him out at Backlash, and he's saying, "I didn't really need y'all help." Now, Jacob did do the "I love you" Solo line, but he didn't do it with as much, fire as he used to do it. He was like, "I love you, Solo." He didn't do that though. He just said, "I love you, Solo." You know what I'm saying? So,
have you seen the meme of the guy in the crowd doing the "I love you" so doing a Jacob shake?
Yes, I saw that. I've seen that. I have seen that. Just emoting all through the show.
They're slow playing. They're slow building Solo versus Jacob.
Yeah, and I think that's a good decision.
Yeah, it's gonna fall out pretty soon. I don't know. Do you wait for Tongalo and Tama to get back, or do you just move forward?
So it's a matter of if you think. I don't know. I guess it depends, because if you want Jacob to get over, I think you have to do it before the Tongans get back. Unless you're going to have them side with Jacob, you could have them do that. But if they signed with Solo, I don't know how you can get Jacob Fatu to get over on 4 people, the 4v1. You know what I'm saying? Not that maybe he couldn't do it in real life, but for wrestling purposes, if he's getting over on 4 guys, the bloodline is literally useless.
Well, who's the other? The I hate to mispronounce his name. He's the Samoan that's 7 foot. He's Haida. Starts with an H. I can't think of his name.
H.
Yeah, he was rumored to be here last year, maybe. He came in I think Roman Lugo or something like that. I don't know what his name is, but there's another Samoan. He's 7 feet. He's been rumored to join the bloodline. So I'm thinking, do you add him?
Hikuleo.
Hikuleo. Thank you. Because I was Hidaligo. I don't know what I was thinking. But he's been rumored to come into the bloodline too. So you can add him and then JC Mateo. And then Solo has a whole new bloodline of
3.0
monsters. Yeah. And then you could bring back Tama and Tonga. And then that's a new bloodline versus bloodline type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
You could.
Are you over the bloodline?
I don't think I'm over it just yet.
It don't hit the same without Roman.
No, and that's to be expected once you take away a main eventer like Roman. And really, if there's a lot of main eventers that came out of the bloodline, so once you take away that many star pieces, it's hard to keep the same energy that it had. But I think there's still some juice there. like you said, we still got Jacob versus Solo to look forward to, and then depending how that shakes out, we'll see where it goes from there. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be too mad.
He's got to go through JC Mateo first. I think you have to. So you're gonna have to eventually crack it and break it apart. Yeah, and then he's gonna have to do. Solo he ain't gonna go directly to Solo. That's not. There's no money in that. So you get JC Mateo, him, and they do some back and forth. Finally get him out the way, and then you can hit Solo.
Yeah.
Sort of like what Cody was doing with Roman. He went through how many matches did he have with Solo at that
Plenty.
Maybe too much.
Okay. So we had the bloodline thing. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre literally are just beating each other up still. It's on site. Like Damian Priest, not even like his music hit, and instead of him, coming out with all the blur and stuff, it was just him and Drew fighting, coming out of the tunnel with Damian's music hitting. So there's a lot of heat going on in between their steel cage match for Saturday Night Main Event. Like I said,
for a storyline that neither one of them, the rumors were neither one of them were interested in this storyline. This is damn near top 5 storyline with Drew right now. Like him and Damian Priest, it's been good. It hasn't.
I mean, they've been beating the crap out of each other.
They've been beating.
I'll say that.
They got a lot of good spots in there. They got the car spot with the glass, which was hilarious, and the shot of AEW and all that. They got the WrestleMania match was good. The Backlash match they just did at Backlash was amazing. They put on some. We can go back to the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, we can go all the way back then. They put on some matches in here. So I'm happy for a storyline that was allegedly neither one of them were filling the storyline. They've done a great job. Yeah, it's been very good.
I can agree with that. I mean, it's done what it's supposed to do, which is like we've got two big guys, have them beat each other up, and that's what they're doing.
I do enjoy Damian Priest's moveset. He has a nice move.
His karate kicks are super fun. His funniest move is like when he does the clap thing behind the dude's head. I think that's just hilarious.
And he's legitimately 6'7"?
Yeah, he's huge. Yeah,
he's huge. So him doing these moves is kind of crazy, but I like where it's going. What else happened on SmackDown?
We had the Money in the Bank matches, right? So Julia qualified, but to qualify, she had to beat Zelina Vega, who's the United States champion, which is a big deal, and she had to beat Charlotte Flair to qualify. So it was a good match. I don't know if it was a great match, but it was a good match. And Julia getting over on Charlotte and Zelina is kind of a big deal. So we'll see where that goes.
They're preparing Charlotte for Jade, right?
They've been teasing that a couple times. Right now, though, like yesterday's show, they teased Charlotte versus Alexa Bliss a couple times. Okay. So we'll see how that goes.
I would put, and this is like some future booking, I would put Naomi in line to win that United States title from Zelina Vega.
I think that's a good idea.
I think Naomi needs a belt to justify what she's been doing. She's been doing great, but I think a belt added to what she's doing would solidify everything that she did.
Yes, I agree with that. We'll see how you rope her into that, because I think you need to do it in a way that makes sense. Just giving her a belt to give her a belt would be kind of weird.
You gotta build it in a way. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they can do that. We also had, Candice LeRae came back, so she's teaming up with DIY, which was, people thought that was fine because, she's Johnny Gargano's wife, so her teaming up with DIY should be fun.
Yeah.
We had R-Truth. He cut a promo about beating John Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event. He wants to bring back the old John. Yeah, it was a nice promo. He's basically like, I don't know if I can bring you back, but I'm gonna try. And so we'll see how it goes. I don't know if he's
that mean he's getting his ass kicked tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I think this match is going to end like all John Cena's matches have ended lately, which is him trying to show some respect or trying to go for a handshake. R-Truth goes for it, low blow, belt to the head, 1, 2, 3. I think that's how it's going to go, but we'll see.
Travis Scott will be there. Will Travis Scott be there tonight?
Bruh, he might, but I will not be happy about it.
There's a rumor of. Have you heard this rumor? John Cena, Travis Scott, and is it Drew?
Logan. That was the rumor that I heard. I did hear that.
Logan versus the Usos and Cody.
I've heard that rumor.
I could see Cody Rhodes coming back tonight. I still think he needs another week or so, but I can see him coming back to. John Cena's about to do something dastardly to R-Truth. Yeah,
and Cody comes for the save. I could see that too.
Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Okay, we had that. Yeah. LA Knight qualified for the Money in the Bank, which in a good match against Aleister Black and Shinsuke.
Nice shirt you got.
I thank you.
Your camera cut right to the shirt. You cut your head off. No,
it's a very old show. LA Knight qualified for Money in the Bank, and then lastly, and this was kind of like the big thing that happened. So we had Street Profits versus Fraxium for the championships. Okay,
right.
Chaos ensues in the match. Right, I don't think we got a conclusion to that match. I can't remember. Shenanigans. Everybody's coming out. Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, all the good tag teams in SmackDown is coming out, right? And then all of a sudden the lights go off. And who other than the Wyatt Six pop up in the ring. They make their return. They clear the ring. It's Bray Wyatt's birthday yesterday, so they had a little cake with a candle on it, blow the lights out. It was a whole thing. So the Wyatt Six are finally back, finally. Who knows what they have planned for them, but at least they're being thought of now. So
who runs SmackDown?
So if you look at the executive producer thing, credits at the end credits, the only name that I recognize is Triple H. It's Paul Levesque. So
yeah,
if there's somebody else that runs SmackDown, I'm not privy. I don't know.
No, I don't. I'm sure Triple H runs it, but I'm saying the way they handle the tag team division on Raw and the way they handle it on SmackDown is night and day.
But the talents are night and day though too. Like the amount of
tag team.
I think like if you look at Fraxium, just one of the new up and coming tag teams, probably the best tag team ever at NXT, and they got sent to SmackDown, which is already heavy with tag teams. You got the Street Profits, world class tag team, right? You've got Motor City Machine Guns all over the world tag team, like your favorite tag team's favorite tag. DIY, who is in one of the best tag teams in NXT.
Unpretty, who probably need a gimmick change, but they're
pretty deadly. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. You have the El Phantasma, the two Angel and Hell.
Tag teams, bro. They got great tag teams on SmackDown, but Raw. I don't know, man. Raw. I don't even know if Raw should even have tag teams at this point. Because
I mean, they have them. It's just like the Creed brothers. They're a really good tag team. They're super talented.
Really good.
I thought they would have won a championship by now, but they just haven't been going anywhere. This America Made storyline is going fine, but it's slow. It's going slow and steady. You know what I mean? New Day, obviously, they're a world-class tag team, but it's like they're not really going anywhere with this heel gimmick that they're doing. They're just kind of being classic heels.
Is it because Raw is like so single guy orientated? Like they got so many singles. Like that they don't really have time for the tag team. Like SmackDown, it's not a whole bunch of lone guys on SmackDown. You know, it's not a whole bunch of John Waynes just walking around. by themselves, no faction, no affiliations, nothing like that. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a whole bunch of Undertakers walking around. Like SmackDown is more. Okay, so Raw is more entertaining based, and SmackDown is more wrestling based to me. And there's always been a difference between how Raw was ran and how SmackDown was ran.
I think that's true. I think that's true. I just think there's so much more athleticism in the SmackDown tag team division to kind of feed into what you're saying. So like SmackDown might be wrestling based, but it's because the athleticism. Just look at the tag teams that we just mentioned. Like the athleticism in all of those guys is crazy. Fraxium, even the LWO. Okay, their athleticism is off the charts. They don't even win anything. Street Profits, Montez Ford by himself can probably jump over a building. Motor City Machine Guns, they're old, but they can still move pretty great. And then if you look over on the Raw side, I mean, we don't got they're great wrestlers, but just the athleticism is not like going crazy anywhere. Like the New Day, for instance, they're great wrestlers, but like the athleticism isn't what it used to be for the New Day. The War Raiders, they're great athletes, but they're big and they're kind of slow. So the fast pace is not there like you would want it to be. The Judgment Day, JD's got fantastic athleticism. But Finn, he's kind of slowing down just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And plus, they hardly ever win anymore as a tag team. Just because Finn and Dom are too busy feuding. So, I mean, it's tough.
We didn't even get to that Judgment Day. They are slow playing. Finn leaving the Judgment Day. They are slow playing Grayson Waller and Austin Theory to death. It's at the point now where come on, bro. Come on, please. The Creed brothers are slow. They're slow playing a lot of the secondary stories. They're kind of slow playing. Like these are like. Are they waiting for it to like get to a level where it's got to pop now? You know what I'm saying?
And they usually do, right? With these kind of storylines, they kind of wait until they can't wait any longer.
Because adding Roxanne into Judgment Day is it's a dynamic, but it didn't even focus on Finn though, for real, because it's really focused on Liv Morgan.
Well, it's focused on Dom in a way, right? Because with Liv gone, how is he going to respond?
Dom is a heat seeker, so like, you can't get away from Dom. All right, let's set up tonight. You got the card for tonight. Let's go through the card for
we can
Saturday night's main event, starring Mean Gene Okerlund, brother. Just apologize, brother.
While I pull up the card, if you want to, you can quickly talk about Chelsea Green is fighting Zelina Vega for the U.S. women's belt. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I like Zelina Vega. I wouldn't take it away from her just yet. I would make it a good. Chelsea can help her put on a great match and give her justify her winning the belt. Don't just take it from her. But it's more fun in the chase of
getting the belt.
Yeah, than actually wearing the belt. So I would let Zelina keep the title, and like I said, I would maybe throw Naomi in that mix pretty soon.
Okay.
Because I want her to be. Zelina need a good heel, but that you can't throw her in there with Jade. She's too small for Jade.
I mean, she's too small for everybody. I think you can make it work, though.
She's very small.
You can make it work. Listen, she fought Nia. She fought Nia Jax, and Nia Jax is bigger than Jade.
Yeah, well, Nia Jax is bigger than her,
right? Who's doing great work, by the way. Nia's been doing great work, by the way.
She has, bro. Her second run. Is this her second run or third run?
It might be her third. It's her second or her third. Whatever run it is, this is the one.
This is the one.
Three's the charm.
It's because that first run was cool, but she was just too. Remember Awesome Kong?
Yeah. Yeah. They used to call her Nia Botch. Remember that?
Yeah. She's still kind of, but she's way better now. She's way better.
Yeah.
You got the card?
Yeah, I got the card. We got Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, steel cage match. What do you think about that one?
Banger. This is gonna be a banger. Yeah. There's no other way around it. This is gonna be brutal.
Yeah.
I'm expecting color. Have they got color yet?
From these two particularly, no. Actually, no. They even had a street fight at WrestleMania. No color. No color.
Yeah, you got to get some color in the cage. Got to get some color in the cage.
If we get some color, I expect it to come from Priest, because the rumor is that Damian's fighting hurt right now. He's playing hurt. Like, the rumor is he can't even turn his neck to the right anymore. So
sacrifice
we'll see
for the role, man.
Yeah,
got to get it while it's hot.
I also, if I could be wrong, I think this steel cage match, I don't know if it goes over 15 minutes. If he is playing that hurt, I don't know how they go super long in this one.
Right. Who would you give the victory to?
Yeah, that's another great question. I think, like, if Damian loses this one, I don't know how he recovers. You know what I'm saying? If they're trying to turn him into a main event guy, I don't know how you get to the main event if you lose to Drew McIntyre twice. So I'm having Damian. And I think it also will work better for Drew taking a break if he loses to Damian in a pretty brutal fashion. Like, if he falls from the top of the cage or something. And then you can have an excuse to have Drew go away for like 2 weeks while he recovers from his neck injury. So I think Damian goes over.
So are you putting either one of those guys in the Money in the Bank?
You could put them in. I wouldn't have either of them winning, because they're the last two winners. By the way, they're the last two winners. So I wouldn't have either of them winning. But you could put one of them in the Money in the Bank. I wouldn't mind that.
Okay. Well, whoever wins should go in it, and then you can have the other guy cost them in the match.
Yeah, come out.
Are you done with
push
this
him off a ladder?
So that's the question. Are you done with this feud after this? Is this the closer for this feud, or is this just a rubber match right now?
I think this is the end of it. I don't like, unless some huge, like, we haven't had like a a calling off of the match, whatever you call it, like a tie. We haven't had a tie in a long time. Maybe they do that. But short of that, I think this feud has run its course. Like, we're to the point where they just fight each other on site. They don't even cut promos on each other anymore. They just fight each other when they see each other. So I think this feud has run its course.
Where do you go? Where do you go from here with Drew?
With Drew, they've done LA Knight. Maybe have him go for Jacob Fatu, maybe. I don't know. Maybe him and Cody go at it, because when Cody comes back,
I was just about to say maybe him and Cody again. Well, they haven't really done anything, so Cody's like the only guy left.
I think him and Cody makes sense. As for Damian, I mean, you could have Damian go after Jacob if you wanted to. You could have Damian. I don't know what you do with Damian after this. Because do you have him fight John Cena? I don't think Damian Priest. Yeah, I think you put him in the Money in the Bank then. Damian can go into the Money in the Bank, and then Drew can go into a thing with Cody.
Sounds good to me. All right, what's next?
We got CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, which this is like a main event caliber match to me.
Yeah. Jay and Logan. It's gonna be hard to follow this one, guys. It's gonna be hard to follow this one. I think this is the main event though, because I can see Roman coming back tonight. So yeah, I would put it on last, because I think there's gonna be some shenanigans there.
Something coming out.
Seth and Braun got beat up on Raw, so I expect him to win tonight. You know.
Now here's something else. You've been very much advocating for the Sami Zayn heel turn. Okay, I see you teasing it all the time. Do you think it happens tonight?
When he came to the ring on Monday and just stood on the ropes for a minute, I'm like, is he going to drop down and walk away? Which would have been crazy if he would have did that.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. But no, he was just waiting for Punk.
We have to get to the night. So if it's going to happen, it's probably going to happen tonight.
So you think he turns on Punk? Because there was a very curious amount of time spent on whether or not CM Punk and Sami Zayn have each other's backs. They cut a whole promo about it. You know, they met backstage and were like, hey, listen, I got your back if you got my back. You're like, no, I got your back if you got my back. And they did the whole thing. So
can you do... Because he just got screwed. You know, just keep
he did.
Him.
He did.
So it's like, damn, how do you do it? If you want Sammy to screw him, how would you do it though? Because if Jay and Logan is before this, he can't interfere in that because that would kill the main event. So
yeah, I don't think he would even like. Sami Zayn turning, I don't think he turns to help Logan Paul. He might turn to help Seth. Maybe.
I know, but you just turned him. Like you just screwed Punk. You can't just re-screw. Like I'm betting
for what it's worth, I don't think Sami turns tonight. For what that's worth.
Either,
I don't think
me either. Because it doesn't make any sense yet. I do think Roman comes back tonight, though. I'm not because he ain't supposed to be back to Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and plus, I thought I saw that Uso and Logan were the ones main evented. I thought that's what I saw.
Okay, so on second thought, it might not be any shenanigans tonight. It might be a straight up.
Well, maybe from. Well, Paul Heyman's still out there. Okay, shenanigans can still happen.
Oh, it'll be a screwy finish.
Okay,
but it won't. You know, I think Seth and Braun go over tonight, though.
Okay,
and you can branch it off like that. What do you do with Roman when he comes back? Do you put him in Money in the Bank?
He has to come after Seth first, like that. It's set up that way. He has to come after Seth first. The first thing he does when he comes back is he has to fight Seth Rollins, throw hands with Seth, and then try to get his hands on Paul Heyman.
Okay.
Next up on the card, we have John Cena versus R-Truth. No title on the line, by the way, for the record. No title on the line. Just throwing hands.
That throws a wrench into my plans because now
Truth could win.
You could actually have Truth win. You could actually have Truth win. What I would do is I would have Cena win because I don't think he can lose to R-Truth. I would have Cena win, but I would have R-Truth thinking I turned him back. And then Cena just
do like a tease the Cena face turn.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would have him thinking, hey, handshake, hug.
Yeah.
Thanks for all this, damn near in tears, and then nut shot.
Yeah. Like the last 3 matches I've ended.
Yeah.
Nut shot.
And then
title to the head.
Boom, Cody Rhodes music hits. You can do that. Because where do you go with Cena after this? Who's the next guy in line?
So that's another good question.
It's not Roman.
Nope.
It makes sense if it's Drew.
It could be Drew. It could. For Cena though, Drew McIntyre and Cena, you're really gonna have two heels go at each other.
That's the problem. It can't be Damian.
I mean, it could be.
I don't think you go back to the well with Randy anymore.
No, I think Randy's done with
maybe
AJ. But AJ's on Raw.
AJ's on Raw.
Maybe Cody. If he comes back, it's probably going to be Cody. I might have to just go through the roster and see who it is. But yeah, I think we're both of the same mind that John Cena's winning this match, though.
Yeah. And who's the next guy up? Because it's only a select few guys that should be into this run with Cena. It's only a few.
Yeah. I'm looking at this SmackDown roster right now. Cody and Damian, maybe.
I was gonna say
the Wyatt Six. Ooh, maybe Uncle Howdy. Maybe.
With Cena.
Yeah. He did 2 matches with Bray at WrestleMania.
He did. I don't know if you can sell Uncle Howdy versus Cena yet.
I think you could.
He's not there. Is it a young guy, maybe?
Let's see. Kevin Owens is still gone. LA Knight, maybe. If he doesn't win Money in the Bank, right? So let's do this a little bit, right? Cena wins Saturday Night Main Event. He's off for like the next 3 weeks or whatever until Money in the Bank. Maybe LA Knight loses or wins Money in the Bank. It doesn't matter. He comes back and feuds with Cena. I could see that. LA Knight and Cena.
LA Knight is a good choice. LA Knight is a good choice. I can see that because they already had the interactions before, right?
Yeah.
Didn't him and LA Knight have like
they teamed up. Like a thing. Was it at SummerSlam? Yeah, or SummerSlam or something. Yeah. And Cena, wasn't he a ref at a match too?
Yeah. Or, so they had a back and forth and a little tease of Cena kind of looked at him, who's this guy?
A little funny. Yeah.
So, okay, LA Knight would be.
Ooh, and the promo battles. Oh, the promo battles.
Yeah,
that's my pick then. I think LA Knight's my. But that throws a wrench into my other thing too, because LA Knight's my pick to win the Money in the Bank too. So maybe my mind might change on that.
I mean, that can throw him in there with Cena.
True. But then why would Cena
and LA Knight carry SummerSlam though?
Yes, I think so. I don't know if it main event SummerSlam, but they can certainly carry a feud into SummerSlam. That'll sell tickets to me.
So if I told you, well, damn. So the main event probably would be Roman and Seth.
Probably. You could even make it Seth and Jay.
Roman and Seth is the main event.
Yeah, if that happens.
And well, you got Jay and Gunther for SummerSlam.
That's true too.
Jay's kind of booked up. Jay, this run is kind of booked up right now.
Ooh, so you could fatal 4-way: Jay, Gunther, Seth, Roman. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
You know how I feel about 3-ways and 4. All right. Any other matches on Saturday Night Main Event?
Last but not least, Jay versus Logan Paul.
Yeah. They got me because earlier in the show, Jay hits him with a nice super kick. And then Seth, Logan acts like he's going to leave the building. That's some old school Raw right there, bro. That's some old school.
Oh, he's left the building. Era.
That's some old school Triple H shit. Yeah, he played like he was leaving the building, which Triple H did a million times, or Vince did a million times, just to come back in and screw over the champ. So I thought it was going to end. I was like, man, they might take the title from Jay. I was like, they gonna let Logan Paul. Oh, this is gonna suck. But now I have confidence that Jay is gonna win.
Yeah, I think so. I'm super confident. I'd say I'm 95% sure he's going to win at a Saturday Night.
Depending on the placement of Seth and Braun, I can see Gunther getting involved somehow.
But is that really his bag? Gunther wants to fight Jay at SummerSlam. He made that clear on Raw.
Okay, so let me move Logan Paul out the way.
Maybe.
Let me guarantee that I'm going to face Jay.
Yeah, I could see that. Or trying to guarantee that he faces Jay.
And that way, when Jay goes over Gunther again, you can immediately throw Logan Paul and Gunther.
Ooh,
it's already set up. It's already set up. So, storyline wise, it would make sense. You can make it make sense.
Yep.
Hey man, I should work for WWE, man. I'm pretty good at this.
Listen, they be having job openings sometimes.
Right, they be having layoffs too. I think tonight's gonna be good. I think you got a nice mix. You got Jay and Logan Paul. That's good enough to carry. I am curious about, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, who's going to carry this match? Who's going to call this match? And
it has to be Jay.
It has to be Jay. So we're going to see how. Let's see what kind of match Jay and Logan can put together. Can they put together a banger? Is this match going to suck? Is this match going to need copious amounts of outside interference to make it look good? You know, how's this match going to work? I am curious to see that.
Yeah.
And I think Jay has proven the last couple of weeks that he can close the show. So let's see him close the show the proper way. Because I think this match will show you how long you can keep the belt on Jay.
That's true.
If Jay can put on a great match tonight with Logan, leading Logan and putting together a great match, and I'm sure they've been working on this match for weeks. I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Then that gives you more confidence to say, I can push you to SummerSlam on through to WrestleMania again. You feel me? I can push you through this entire year because Seth chasing the belt up until WrestleMania and ducking Punk and ducking Roman. That's a great. You can interact. You can have them team up. You can have Jay and Roman team up and do some things together. It's so many ways you can go with that. You know what I'm saying? So tonight is a big match for Jay Uso. Jay Uso needs to be the MVP of tonight.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that. We need to see a great Jey Uso match. We know Logan's going to show off the athleticism and have some impressive spots, but I need to see a good wrestling match here. A great wrestling match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was my dog.
Another thing before we get out of here, I do like what they're doing with Rusev right now.
Yes,
and if the rumors are true that it's going to be, if the rumors are true that it's going to be Rusev and Sheamus, I am complete. Give me my money. Take my money now, please. Just take it,
dude. There's going to be bruises. People are going to get bruises through their television screen. He's excited for the match too.
What is wrong with your dog?
His mom just woke up, so he's saying good morning.
Yeah. I like what they're doing with Rusev with the promos. Hey, bro, not to take a shot at AEW, but how does AEW have the same talent, but they can't book them properly? They can't do what they're doing. What's the problem? Do they rush? Is it bad booking? Is it bad? They had Rusev for years, and they couldn't. It didn't work.
Well, so here's the thing, okay? With Rusev,
also, hold on. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Just not to be Rusev, but Aleister Black is looking like a star right now, and him and Melo and Miz are looking like. Why couldn't they? Why can't they do this over there?
So here's the thing, okay? Miro, formerly Miro, okay, now Rusev, he did work at AEW for a time. right? He even had a run as their TNT champion, and that was a really good run. They gave him his own custom belt. He was the Redeemer, very powerful and all that. He just ran his course, and slowly over time, he stopped getting TV time. You stopped seeing him. His wife came on TV again, and that whole thing fell apart. So there was that. So he kind of ran his course in AEW, and the same thing with Aleister Black. I mean, he was at first at AEW, he was doing really good. They had a super cool presentation for him. They gave him his own faction with him and Buddy Murphy and Brody King, and they were super dangerous. They gave him trios titles. I can't remember if they got the tag team titles ever, but they were super ferocious and they were built pretty good. It's just they ran their course. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're in the good stages. We're in the early stages. They're being built strong. We're in the honeymoon stage, so we'll see how it goes long term. But I agree. Like at this moment, when they were in AEW like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, they weren't doing what they're doing in WWE now. That's true. I just think though it was the fact that they ran their course at AEW, and at WWE maybe they can hang out a lot longer term. You see what I'm saying? But we'll see.
We'll see. It's just like Ricky Starks is doing good in NXT.
And
Ethan Page is a star. Ethan Page needs to come up.
That's true. Ethan Page is an example of a guy that AEW never really utilized that well. I feel like in WWE, that is a good example.
He's shining in NXT.
Yeah.
And Trick Williams and Joe Hendry. When is that match?
That is Sunday. Sunday we will get Trick. Yeah, this Sunday.
Hey, Trick Williams is he's going to be on. Where do you put him, though? I would put him on Raw because he's more of an entertaining guy. He's not the technical guy.
I think you got to put him on SmackDown with Melo. You have to. You have to. Team them back up.
You can do it. They're both heels right now.
Yeah. And it would make sense to me. Team them up and just to have them split up again. Just do what they do in the NXT.
Because Joe Hendry is coming to WWE as soon as that TNA contract runs out. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if the money's TNA better throw a bag at them.
This is the worst kept secret. unless TNA just want to sell it to WWE. Yeah. They want a full partnership. They might as well.
Sure.
Sure. AAA is doing a pay-per-view pretty soon, I think, with WWE and NXT. NXT
Worlds
is
collide.
doing a lot of work with TNA right now. Yep. They're doing some good work with TNA right now. The winners of LFG,
they made appearances.
He took out Obus Femi on his first night in NXT. Amazing. Yeah. I still like Evander Holyfield's kid. I think he's gonna be nice. The guy that was getting into it with Bully Ray all the time, I think he's gonna be nice. He gotta get some a guy that's out of shape. He needs to get in better shape. He looks it doesn't look that good with his shirt.
Yeah.
He was wrestling. I was like,
well, listen, Kevin Owens don't look that good with his shirt off, and that boy can wrestle.
Yeah, neither. I mean, this is coming from me, and you know what I'm saying? I don't I can't really talk. Yeah, I'm not a wrestler though, but Jesus Christ. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the night. I'm excited for this next week. I am missing The Rock though. I need The Rock to come back pretty soon just to screw things up again, just to see you guys, people like you and the Cody Crybabies, just to see y'all in a frenzy again. I need The Rock to come back. I would rather. Okay, so let me say this.
Yeah.
Travis Scott is supposed to be heavily featured in Money in the Bank. Would you rather that be Travis Scott or would you rather it be The Rock?
Well, obviously I would rather that be The Rock, but he just
Which one would make you more excited?
The Rock, obviously The Rock. Okay, the People's Champion, the great one, obviously. But he just doesn't show up ever. Okay, he just doesn't come. He come and goes. He's like an absent father. Okay, he comes when he wants and then leaves for an indiscriminate amount of time.
He's the first guy he's big. He's the biggest WWE star of all time, bro. He's in that spot now. He's bigger than Hogan. When he comes back, he's damn near bigger than Stone Cold because Stone Cold doesn't make those frequent appearances anymore.
Yeah.
And then they got him reading the attendance. I was so upset with that. I was like, ugh, I hate this. Because why is he not involved? Why is he not stunning some? Like it just wasn't right. So I think Rock is definitely in that number one spot to me. He's the greatest WWE superstar of all time. Well, he's damn near bigger than wrestling.
He probably is bigger than wrestling. I think that might be objective.
It's a gift and a curse. I know we talked about this before. I think it's the gift and the curse of The Rock. I think he's bigger than whatever is going on at the moment. When he comes in, all the cameras, boom, point to The Rock, no matter what's going on. Yeah. Even if it is Cena turning heel for the first time in 25 years, The Rock is still bigger than that. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
This is true. This is true.
I love you.
It's what angers me so. Okay, listen. I wouldn't care if Ric Flair did this. By the way, okay, if Ric Flair wants to come and go as he pleases, he can do that. Okay, it's only because it's The Rock and how big he is that this bothers me. Anyway,
I'm one of the millions. I've been one of the millions for a long time.
We're all one of the millions. We're all the millions. All of us are. All of us are.
Hey, this is gonna be a great one. This is gonna be a good one. I'm ready for it. Any surprises tonight? We get a Bayley return tonight?
Ooh.
Is it too early? Too early.
I don't think we get it. I don't think she returns tonight. I don't think so.
All right, so
we will see a Bayley
somebody's gonna return. Who's your one return? I think the money's on Cody though.
Yeah.
If you had Bayley and Cody, where would your money go?
My money would go Cody. Even if it were Cody and Roman, I think my money would go Cody. That he's making his return tonight.
Yeah. How would you do it though? I would almost. Here's what I would do. I would almost book Cody as like a broken. You remember when Cena lost to The Rock after that year?
Yeah.
Of promoting, I would have him like that.
Well, they kind of did that though when he lost to Roman the first time. They even did the whole Brock Lesnar returns thing and beats up on him the Raw after Mania. They did that already.
I would just do it every time. Just break him down.
Every time he loses at WrestleMania, he's broken.
Yeah. I would have him in matches with Ray Phoenix. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. But,
Ray Phoenix, by the way, shout out Ray Phoenix. That boy can hoop.
Yeah, Ray Phoenix is nice, man. He did good with Jay. I seen some highlights. Him and Jacob Fatu had a nice. Ray Phoenix is nice. He's not. Who's gonna be bigger star at the end of the day, him or Penta? Because they're booking the hell out of Penta right now.
Penta is huge.
Penta is over.
Way
His
over.
little walk that he does when he walks up. Man,
Penta's probably gonna be bigger. He's just more charismatic, I think. Penta's just more charismatic, but Ray Phoenix is the better wrestler by far to me.
We need Rey Mysterio to come on back because him and Penta need to do something.
We saw a little taste at Royal Rumble, and we need more of that.
Yeah. So, great show, man. 2 words for you. We'll see y'all tonight at the main event. Bring your popcorn. Y'all have fun. Do we have any sponsors?
We are working. We do have a new sponsor, but we will have that next show. I got to get a promo code and a link set up for them. So we do have another sponsor. A new promo link to send out. So
yes, sir.
But in the meantime, if you're buying WWE merch, use that link. That's below me, okay? And we can make money.
Yes, please. When you go to WWE shop, go through our link. You buy something. I don't even think it's a code, but whatever.
Yeah, it's just a link. Just click the link. That's all you got to do. No promo codes, none of that. Just click the link.
Click the link. So we're out of here, man. We'll see y'all next Monday, probably at the most. Happy holidays this week. I don't know holidays. So
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Shout out to all the people, everybody that you need, all the family, friends, loved ones, soldiers, anybody that lost their life. Shout out to them this weekend. Y'all be easy. Peace.
Peace.
I pushed the wrong button.
Oh, see, look at you.